Hey there. So everyone is always asking me about my smoothie bowls. So I stopped eating ice cream about year and a half ago. It was my vice. I love ice cream, but ice cream didn't love me. And it made me puffy. So I started making smoothie bowls. And smoothie bowls is like a smoothie, but it's the consistency of ice cream. And then I throw some granola and some coconut and drizzle it with some peanut butter, and it is fabulous. So I'm gonna show you how I make my smoothie bowl. There's no real recipe. I just kind of throw some fruit in there and a little bit of milk. Almond milk is my choice. And then that's it. So it starts with this deluxe cooking blender. And this is my like BFF. This gets used 2 to 3 times a day in our house. We all eat smoothie bowls, and then in the winter when we want to make fresh, healthy soups, this thing's amazing. So we're gonna start, and I'm just gonna take the lid off, and I'm gonna turn it on. And then I'm gonna just start throwing some fruit in there. So one thing I always wanna make sure I have in there is a frozen banana. And recently we found at Kroger's some prepackaged sliced bananas and strawberries. And so I'm just gonna start with that. Actually, my son loves these. I usually just use bananas that I've cut up and thrown in the freezer, or Gordon Foods. You can buy big bags of sliced bananas. So I usually have those on hand. So I'm gonna throw those in there, and then I'm gonna throw some berries in here. These are just some more frozen berries from the grocery store. And then I'm gonna throw a little bit of dragon fruit in here too, just because I have some available. So then I'm gonna throw a splash of almond milk in there. And usually, well, it's a little bit more than a splash. I usually put in here enough that it's gonna just go up above the dark part just a little bit. Now, if you don't have any frozen bananas, sometimes I'll throw a fresh one in here. It makes it more creamier. And if I throw a fresh one in here, then I'm not gonna put as much liquid in here. So usually you just kind of play with your consistency a little bit. And what's really cool about this blender is the top of it has a removable lid on the very top, so that when this starts getting stuck up around the sides or not down into the blade, like hard things that you gotta grind do in a regular blender, you can take the top off and use this to tamp it down. So it's gonna take about 40 seconds or so it's gonna get a little loud. And I usually put this on custom 8, and then we're gonna get it started. It's done. So I'm going to take this lid off. I'm actually going to push this back so you can see how I make my bowl now. So we're going to, let's put it about right here. We're going to use, I love using the scoop and spread with this because one side is rubber and it gets right in here. Now, you can make a little less than this if you want. I made a big bowl of fruit tonight. All right. So here's my bowl. You can see it looks just like ice cream. And then what we're gonna do next is you can put in whatever kind of toppings you want. You can put some more fresh fruit on top of this. Chia seeds, anything you want. So I just put on a little bit of granola. This is really good at Kroger, this Honey Crisp apple pie. So good. They've been out of it the last couple of times I went to go get it. Or you can make your own granola. These are just unsweetened coconut flakes. And I'm gonna throw on the top. And then I'm gonna drizzle some peanut butter over the top. I love peanut butter. This is an awesome brand if you've never heard of it. It's called American Dream Nut Butter. And the cool thing is you can actually make your own peanut butter too. So if I want plain peanut butter, I just make it in my blender. You can grind peanuts down to peanut butter. But I love this company. It's a small batch company that I like to support that makes all kinds of different flavors of peanut butter. And they're all GMO free, gluten free, everything free you can think of. They are, and the calories and the fat are less than normal peanut butter, which I don't know how they do it, but anyway. All right, so here you go. Here's my smoothie bowl. I have one of these every day. Absolutely love them. All that fruit, it's not a whole lot of calories. So if you go light on the granola and your coconut and your peanut butter, way less than the ice cream that I used to go and get at the Dairy Queen or wherever. So anyway, that's my fruit smoothie bowl. I hope you enjoy.